Hey yo crew, what's up? I am Pseudo. This is a stream for the new housing feature that's coming to Guild Wars 2 and Jade Wilds on August 20th. I will be doing light commentary over this, as always, getting this up on YouTube. Not monetized at all, just kind of want to get this out there for the audience. Hey C Monster, hey Maddie, what's up? Talking about this a little bit afterward, my thoughts. But yeah, if Minecraft's your thing, stay tuned. If Minecraft isn't your thing, probably still stay tuned because this is going to rock. Anyway, looks like we'll be jumping into it in about 40 minutes with... I want to get their names right. Richie, Sarah, and Joel. Joel's, I think, a vet of arenanet, so this is going to be fun. It'll be good. I'm excited. Oh yeah, this is definitely Sims music. This is the Sims soundtrack. You have to get it right. Hey guys, what's up? Jumping in 20 minutes or 20 seconds. Sorry. Oh, I need more protein bars. Anyway, drop in. It's gonna be fun. Hope you guys enjoy. And let's check out some bears, shall we? Bear on the bottom left, naked. Bear culture.
Howdy folks, my name is Richie Procopio, Senior Digital Marketing Specialist here at arenanet. Today we have a very exciting show for you. We're going to be showing off a brand new feature called Homesteads, which is coming in our 5th expansion, Jade Wilds, on August 20th. It's our take on player housing, and joining me today are two amazing individuals who have worked on the Homestead feature. I have Joel and Sarah. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Can you introduce yourself and let
Sarah's a vet of...
let everybody know how you were involved in Homesteads? Let's start with Sarah.
All right. Hello. My name is Sarah Davies. I'm a senior gameplay engineer here at arenanet. And I've had the great pleasure to be working on the Homestead feature.
Awesome. What about you, Joel?
Your crickets in the
Hi.
background.
My name is Joel Eckert. I'm the senior system designer on the Homestead feature, and I have also had the pleasure of helping to work and design on this awesome, cool feature.
Okay, great. We are going to be hopping into some gameplay now, and Sarah's going to be showing off her homestead, and we're going to walk through some features and learn along with the devs here today. Let's talk about how do folks get access to the homestead feature once the expansion launches. That seems like a good place to start, and we'll hop over to the game.
Yeah, so you'll get your homestead as you play through the story. Once you get
This
the
is not
homestead,
Janthier.
you'll be given access to this new mastery skill, the Summon Conjured Doorway. And this is how you will access your homestead once you've been given it in the story.
Can I dye my doorway?
Acts as like a in-world portal to your homestead, and also like an in-world invitation for other people to join your party so they can go with you to your homestead.
Amazing. I love how that looks.
Yeah.
A little bit of fantasy elements there. Now, there are some anti-griefing measures that have been put into place about this, right? Because I can already sense the comments.
This is gonna be the mastery.
Yeah, there's someone who's going to try and put this door on the chest at the end of Chalk Garen, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
So I put up my portal if you want to show them.
Well, you're in my party, so I've got to kick you actually to properly show the anti-griefing mechanism. So Joel, if you go ahead. Yeah, sorry, Richie, but we'll get you back in a second.
How dare you? How dare you?
Yeah, so if we just imagine for a second that Richie has put his portal on top of a chest that I want to loot, this doorway's in the way. But if you interact with it, you have the option to either like join this person's party.
You'll have
or
to
you can
hide
just
all of the doorways still,
and
though.
this way you can get rid of any door that's in your way. Also,
Yeah, it's a
if you
mastery
block
that lets you
someone,
summon your
any
doorway,
door that
and then
they
it lets you
summon
pop into your
won't be
homestead or
summoned
invite
for
people
you.
into the...
So just a little bit to make sure that players can't go and place these doors
I like that this is the
everywhere
first thing they're
in
showing
the
off.
way.
Here's the feature. Here's how people
Okay,
can't
gotcha.
grief
Now,
with it.
Since I'm not in the party anymore, I can interact with this doorway, and in the pop-up, it asks if I want to send a request to the owner's party, and it should pop up for you, so I can rejoin.
Whole custom-ass pop-up.
And that's how we go into your homestead.
Yeah, so let's just go ahead and travel.
And since we're traveling as a party,
same enter
the
prompt.
limit of how many people you can have in your homestead at once is party based,
I'm
right?
trying
So
to
5.
imagine the worst place
Yeah,
to put
5
this,
players in
Maddie.
your homestead.
like initially.
Okay, great. So as we're transporting to the homestead, I'll just mention real quick, you may see some temporary icons and some UI, temporary UI elements as well, so please ignore them. They will be ready for the 20th. Don't you worry. And here we go. We are in your homestead.
Yeah.
Dang,
So I guess
out homestead.
Look at the zone.
This zone is what you'll be given. Everywhere is going to be decoratable except for like this little circle around the waypoint, and you'll be able to customize it.
That's smart, actually.
So yeah, we got Joel jumping over here.
Waypoint.
He's showing off like the first thing you probably see is my fellow Char warband. These are actually alts that I have. Any character that you have logged out in the homestead has a chance to show up in your homestead as like an alt just appearing. So like Meowster Chief, Claw of Connor, Char Lamange, these are all other characters that I have on my account that I just have logged out in the homestead.
We'll interact with the alts a little bit later, a little bit more, but just real quick, is there a limit to how many alts you can have in?
Yeah, it's 10 of each armor weight, so you can have 10 light, 10 medium, and 10 heavy armor alts.
How do I do the other 30 characters I have?
30 of your characters can join you in here, but that's amazing. All right, and how do you choose which ones come in and which ones aren't in?
So if you have more than 10 of a weight class, it's random which ones will come in. But it chooses from any alt that's logged out in your homestead. So if there's someone you don't want in your homestead, just make sure they're not logged out here.
And you can make them sad. You can say, you will not be in the homestead.
Exactly. Yeah, I haven't fashioned this character, so you don't get to come show off.
Exactly. All right. All right, so where to next?
Yeah. Joel, would you like to give a tour of the facilities?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can see right off the back, right from the waypoint, you can actually gather nodes here. So all the harvestable nodes that are from the home instance will appear here. Any nodes that you purchase from the Black Line Trading Company. It's not a double dip, so we don't. It's not like you can go to the home instance and then come back to the homestead and get more of these resources. It's the same resource collection, so we keep track of it in both places. But we just wanted to allow players to have access to all the same stuff that they have been purchasing in their home instance available in their homestead. And so we also made a few changes to accommodate some of that. So if we go over to the farm area, you can see that all of the resource nodes now are close in section to each other. And so each of the resource nodes types, so the farm, logging, and the mine areas all have the resource nodes all close in hand. So if you wanted to gather the old-fashioned way, one at a time, totally allow that. But one of the things that I want to highlight here is the farm store box. Each of the areas will have a store box. Now, I'm not the instance owner, so I can't interact with it, but the instance owner has the option to interact with these store box. It should pop up a UI that allows you to do things like equipping glyphs. We want to allow you to equip a glyph, and then once you have a glyph equipped, you can then collect the resource nodes in that area all in one go. That makes it so resource collection is very easy, and you still respect any glyphs that you want to use. So people who have been investing in glyphs still get to use those glyphs.
Yeah, and you can see I had the Watchwork glyph attached, and I'm getting Watchwork sprockets there.
Amazing. And by the way, I know it was previously hinted at that this would be a feature that would launch post Janther Wilds, but this is actually making it in for launch, correct? The ability to auto-collect everything like that?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we really wanted to get in early as much as we can, and it feels like a great quality of life improvement. So it's at the final tier of the homesteading mastery line. So as long as you invest in mastery points in it, you will have access to it.
Amazing. I'm sure people will be super happy about that.
All right. So should we go over to the farm? I want to check out the farm area or the logging area.
I thought he used to be a streamer. Why didn't they check their mics?
One of the things that I wanted to show off, so all of the
ArenaNet,
different areas will have a refinement machine. And each of those refinement machines for each area will allow you to refine materials into homestead materials. And the homestead materials is what we are actually using to craft homestead decorations. So you need refined homestead materials for every type of decoration we have.
Oh boy,
and so
tertiary
in the
currency.
refiners, you will see the UI that allows you to refine all of our basic nodes into that homestead specific material. Now you can do this in a couple of different ways. At the top you will see the material market, but down at the very bottom you'll actually see the black market. The black market you can actually use to access refined materials through gold. If you just happen to have a lot of gold sitting around, sure, go ahead, buy it. This changes as you purchase it and goes up. It gets more expensive, and it also caps off on a weekly, so it'll actually change by week.
It's actually 300 that you can do a week. I just had purchased some earlier.
And he's got 100,000 gold, chat.
Use the black market. The price is
really
going
selling
up.
those End of Dragons legendaries.
But this is a nice way if you have extra gold and you want more refined materials, you can just buy them here.
Gold sink.
So if you notice on this screen, there is like, you can only purchase so many refined materials through conversion per week. But, and I don't know if Richie just said this, but these all reset on the new week. But if you go to the trade upgrades, there are various upgrades you can get for the facilities, and one of them is this upgrade, which will increase the maximum number of that refined material you can purchase for a week. So if I buy this, boop.
Is it permanent?
And I go back, and now it's 300.
For 100 gold, it better be permanent.
Yes. So you can upgrade your efficiency, how much it's producing, and your capacity, exactly how much you can cap out at.
Awesome. That's amazing.
And
just to reiterate, the black market prices that keep going up, that resets at the end of the week as well, correct?
Yes.
Black market prices.
Right. All right, awesome. All right, awesome. Great. Do we want to talk about the mastery? How we get decorations? How do we get recipes? That kind of stuff.
Yeah, let's go over to the workshop.
All right.
Mastery level 600,
We
chat.
all chose different mounts.
600 in the top left.
You tried to get me with the fireball.
Get ready.
Yes. So this is where the non-harvestable nodes are. You can see there's the chest here. They're like the MTX cloth racks and leather racks. And if you've somehow earned the enchanted treasure chest because you're a really rich player, it will go there. I wish I had that on live.
Me too.
But also in this area is the handiwork workbench, and this is where you will be crafting your decorations.
So this is the new crafting discipline, handiwork.
Yeah. So if I open this up, you can see that this looks like any of our other crafting professions, familiar UI. But unlike our other crafting professions, this is leveled up via the mastery line. So instead of needing to make, 20 Coden crystal candles, you'll actually be gaining access to the different tiers of recipes via the mastery line. So if I open up the mastery line, go to the homesteading, you can see here, your first mastery trait here will give you access to the novice handiwork crafting recipes, and then initiate, apprentice, journeyman.
Gotcha. So just by playing the expansion, doing events, or the story, whatever you want to be doing, you'll actually be unlocking the recipes for your homestead.
Yeah.
Thank God.
This is going to be the majority of the way you get recipes, but we do have other recipes that are acquired elsewhere in the world.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
Store.
Yeah, recipes will be acquired throughout the same way that a lot of the other decorations for guild halls can be acquired, so through in-game content like raids and such. Each of those will be coming throughout our quarterly releases and also along with our festivals.
Nice. I can't wait to see some Mad King themed decorations and stuff coming out. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say...
Raids plural, chat.
I think another thing that's different from the crafting professions is that it is account bound. I just want to explicitly state that. I know it could be inferred based on the fact that you're leveling up through mastery line, but yeah, so you only need To do the mastery line, any character will have access to this, so you don't have to worry about having a dedicated decoration crafter for your homestead.
Yeah, it's level 500. That's a good point too.
Great.
At 400.
Unlock it through for your whole account. I noticed in the mastery UI that you had up there, it said something about the rested bonus, and I know the community's had questions about whether there would be some sort of buff. You guys be able to talk about that?
Yeah. So I mean, you're going to be parking alts here, and I know there's questions of, well, why would I want to park an alt here as opposed to next to a treasure chest or something? And so the homestead does provide a comfy rested bonus buff. And this rested bonus is
good reward
a
track
XP gain
world
in the
PvP.
open world. That's up to 20%. But then we also are allowing
Pretty
now
good.
a reward track gain within PvP and World v World. And that goes up to 10%. So as you put mastery points into each of those homesteading mastery levels, the rested bonus gets better.
Yeah, and right now it's only 8% for me because we only have the first 4 traits, but once the quarterly releases come out and the 5th trait comes out, it'll be able to bump up. Each one of these increases the value of that resting bonus.
Awesome.
And the other thing is, I don't know if it's been mentioned before, but the Conjured doorway also remembers your last location. So if you are in your homestead and you hit that exit instance button, it's going to put you right back to where that character was. So if you were parking them in a treasure chest area, you could always pop back out to where those altar locations were if you still want to get that certain farmed material.
That's a great call out. That's awesome.
Oh, and one last thing about these decorations, just like these recipes are more geared towards individuals crafting them, so we've tried to make them like a lot cheaper than your guild decorations would
How
cost.
long do they take?
Since
Like,
you
how
are
long
making
does
them
the bar
yourself
take
and
to
you're
go?
trying to like gather a bunch of resources and pull them together from like across guild mates.
Yes, never fear. It is greatly less expensive. Awesome. I can't help but be distracted over here because I see Ziggy Chardust riding some mounts here. Let's talk about the stables.
Yes.
Yeah, the mount.
Oh, go ahead,
go for it.
Joel. No, you do it.
Oh, I just wanted to say that you're calling out that your alt can ride on your mounts is a great call out. If Sarah actually was to grab her raptor mount, that alt, I mean, it's not really his mount to begin with, so he's just going to plop down. He might be a little sad about it, but he doesn't mind. But any of those mounts that you have unlocked and collected, they'll show up in the mount stable. They'll show up with the dyes or skins that you currently have selected, and anytime you jump up or mount one of them, they will pop out of
Here's
the
the real
mount
question,
stable,
chat.
and then they will
Is
pop
that
back
the new
in as soon as
Warclaw
you dismount.
default? Or is that an
I think
added
the raptor is
skin
the
everyone
only one
unlocks
that
for the
has a
Warclaw?
rider, but all of them.
Warclaws
can be
don't look
pet.
like that.
Yeah, you can pet our mounts. Amazing.
That's actually pretty sick.
This whole system, the whole homestead system, with having your alts here, with having your mounts here, it really I don't know, it really immerses me in the world because you can actually interact with all the stuff that you've spent all this time unlocking and working on. It's just, I'm so excited for Homestead. It's going to be great.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm very
There's a
excited.
jackal skin. with
I'll finally get to see my mounts being able to relax.
It makes it look like a Shiba. Gibbs.
I love
That's
that
the one he
turtle's
has on the
back here,
jackal
too.
over there.
All right,
already in the
so why don't we take a little run through this back area?
My mounts
Okay.
are going to be all birds. If you didn't know,
Where
there's
there
bird
is
skins for almost
a
all the
mine
mounts in
here,
the game.
correct?
Oh yeah. So we've seen where the farm nodes are and the lumber nodes, but the mine is where all your mining
thick
nodes are.
tail.
So you can see here.
Thick tail that thing's got.
I
He's
have-
riding the Warclaw right
I
now.
have a dev build, so I have access to all the nodes, regardless of whether I have them all on live. But yeah, all of your nodes are down here.
I mean, it's good that she's clarifying that because sometimes
Perfect.
people are like, "Oh, devs get
Yeah,
everything."
and just to be clear, the placement of where these nodes are is set, and
Yeah, you can't move 'em.
your homestead will have a mine like this, but all of this is decoratable area. Like Sarah said earlier, only around the waypoint is the only place that's protected, so you can decorate to your heart's content and make this your own.
Like the little dev menu
You
thing
can
at the top left.
add
Hopefully that's on live as
boulders
well.
if you want to make it seem even more rocky. But
I can hang a whole bunch of balloons in here if you'd like. Typical mine things.
You can put giant blocks over every
What
one of the
about
harvesting
around
nodes to
the
make all your
back here?
friends
We
mad
have
at you.
something else.
oh yeah. So back here,
A boat.
if you have ender dragons, this is where your skiff will be. So I have like this skiff skin. And then I'm just
It's a good one.
yeah, we're going past some
Opposed to all those
fishing
skiff
nodes,
skins
so
that suck.
you know you get
He's on the
access to
marketing
that
team,
if you
Jet.
have ender dragons. You can go fishing in your homestead. You can take a little cruise on the boat. Well, I'm just gonna park us right here. Boop.
Park the boat on the land.
Just gonna unsummon the boat.
Yeah, this whole zone is so beautiful. And
Five
look where it dropped
portals.
us off.
Oh, by the
Portals for what,
cats.
Maddie?
Kitty cats.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Popping
I
in and
think
out of
over
existence.
here are like the profession cats that fight. Yeah, so all of the cats that you've unlocked for your home instance are also
it just
in
says
your
cat.
homestead.
I gotta get working on this. I think I have like 2. And, you know,
I'm actually
now
going to
it's
have
just
to get the
be
cats
perfect.
because
They're
this
all
is going to
be
feel
here.
a little bit more homey
You
and
can
this
pet
is
them.
like pretty sick.
Oh yeah, we added the ability to pet them. Which ones can we pet?
Yeah, there's a buttload of cats, Chet.
Oh.
Well,
They were fighting.
You can pet them, yes. And you know what? I also wanted to say that Mox usually shows up right here next to the cats. So
nice.
if you have purchased Mox for all your audio and cat needs will show up here as well. He's usually like right here.
Oh, nice.
Perfect. All right, why don't
Oh,
we
yeah, the total
head on
completion.
inside? I want
Well,
to
they
check
said
out
the
what's in
decorations
are
what's in
different.
here and
Did
what
they
we
say,
can
Maddie?
do.
So right now, this homestead is kind of like what you'll get initially, like once you clean it up. Like all of like the grass, the fence, like this is what it's gonna look like when you load in. So if we go inside, you can see that your homestead comes like a little decorated. It's not like completely barren, and all of these things are decorations that you will get. You'll be able to move these around, delete them. They're yours. You've got a house fully furnished.
That's amazing. I was going to say, can you turn on, I know you're going to go through all the tools, but can you turn on the X-ray vision just to show them like what is actually a place decoration versus
decorated
structure?
button at the
So,
top right.
just really quickly,
Actually,
this
that's really
X-ray
cool.
mode shows you all the decorations that you have, like placed
See
in the
inside your
row.
friend's chat.
And you can see out there, like all that grass. Those are all decorations. You can remove all of these decorations. Yeah, these are all decorations that you can start with. They'll be given to you. You can remove them. You can rearrange it. Do whatever you want with them.
Oh, yes, come on, chat.
Yeah, a lot of the things that are here are actually what we're calling pre-placed decorations, and so you don't start with an empty, slate. We give you something to jump off with, a jumping off point, and that includes the grasses outside and the fence posts and things like that. So you can remove all that and, set it to what you want if you want to change the atmosphere to feel a little bit different.
Yeah.
I would imagine
Sarah, what if
decorations
you
for
like
Homestead
you jump in here and you don't want any of that?
Oh,
What can you do?
yeah. So in this upper right part of the HUD, so this is where I turned on
cowards.
decorating mode. So this is how you get it to decorate mode. But this cog has other options. If you just want a clean slate, clearing all decorations will remove all
Do it, cowards.
decorations that you've placed, put them back in your storage. You can see if I go outside, it's removed the fence and grass
Did it.
as well.
So barren.
This other option, Restore Homestead, will put all of the pre-placed decorations back. And if you had any like other decorations you added, it will remove it. This is just putting you back to the state that you first got the homestead in. And then this last one, Enable Party Decoration, is if you want to decorate with your friends. So using this will let anyone in your party be able to decorate your house. It'll use decorations that are in your storage. So if you invite someone to come decorate your homestead, you'll all be using the decorations from your storage.
You're so
surprised.
trusting.
I am.
Yeah, I
trusting.
know. I was going to say, I'm surprised you trust us with this.
We'll
Thank
see.
you.
We'll see if the trust was warranted.
Amazing features. I love all of those. I love the fact that you can just say, you know what, I want a blank slate and remove everything, and then, you know, oops, no, I want to reset it back to the default, and the ability to decorate with your friends is going to be well enjoyed, I think. So let's do some decorating. Let's show off the UI and the fancy tools your team has been working on. These are not your guild hall decoration tools, correct?
No, we have been working to improve the decorating.
You'll be able to, Seamless. You'll be able to sell yourself as a
to like kind of polish
decoration
some of those
hoe.
rough edges and make it like a more enjoyable, easier to use, and also more creative experience.
I'll probably hire you.
So I guess to start, there are 3 modes that you'll have access to in decorating mode. This first one, placing new decorations. Modify mode, so this will let you edit a decoration without having to remove it and replace it. So you can see, I can just move this existing rug a little bit without having to like get rid of it and replace it. And then the last mode, erase. So I could just be like, boop, no more rug.
That's a 5, dude.
All right, so let's open up the decoration palette.
Because a lot of this is in the guild hall if you've never decorated a guild hall, but the resizing stuff is definitely different.
You can get all of the decorations that are in your storage.
And they did say that's going to carry over to guild halls, which is very, very cool.
So I just got rid of a rug, so I want to put the rug back.
250 looks like the max for any decoration.
And then I'll
Good
use
to know.
this one button to place it. And then, let's see, the number 2 skill is the move mode. And you can see I get this like access gizmo, and I can use it to translate in all 3 directions, even up. And this is, I personally really enjoyed this because like moving things just up into the air is like really exciting for me. I know that like in the past, whenever I wanted to make jumping puzzles, I'd like use blocks of solid ocean and stack them on top and then put like my final
That's actually
piece
pretty
there.
sick
Now
for
I
jumping
just,
puzzles.
like,
Now you
put
can
it
just
in
move
the
stuff
air.
in 3D space.
Yeah, giving you the freedom without having an anchor point is amazing.
You know,
I think a lot of players
Guy
will
said it as a
appreciate
joke,
will
like a
put this back down,
sardonic
though.
joke, but like,
And then
if we got to make a world versus world
this
Borderlands,
modify mode has all
like,
the same
that
skills
would
as the
pop
placement
off.
mode. So this is what I'm using
would
now to
love that.
show off the rest of them. These squares move in 2 axes, so like I like using this blue square a lot to just move things on the floor. Number 3 skill is your rotate skill. So it gives you like this ring you can use. You can even put stuff upside down. Oh. But I'm gonna
That's awesome.
do this.
flipping stuff around is very cool.
Okay, I didn't put it back correctly, but we'll just ignore that. And then the number 4 skill lets you scale the decorations. So you'll notice when we came up here, this rug was bigger, and that's because it was scaled up a little bit.
And that's so great because now we don't need to have like small rock, medium rock, and large rock as different like items. Now you can just scale them up and down as you see fit.
Yeah, and then
Hopefully the textures hold up.
Let's see, this last skill here is the toggle between the local and global alignment. It's not really visible with the rug, so let me pull up something else that's a little bit easier to see. Like if I get this keg,
Global alignment?
oh wow, it's kind of big. Let's shrink that. Okay, so it's not showing off very well, but sometimes like the global positioning will not quite be aligned with the item. So like if this is maybe like crossed and you want to rotate it up like this, you'll be able to switch how it's aligned to make it easier to do that. Another fun thing is if you hold shift and rotate, it'll snap in 45-degree angles. So like if I want to put this keg upright, I can do that.
45-degree angles on holding shift chat. Take a note. That's not listed anywhere. That's actually extremely cool.
Yeah, erase mode.
Very useful.
Erase one decoration and then like area erase. And this erase mode is also where the X-ray vision was.
Fun fact, if you erase your friends, it just completely deletes their
I guess
account.
something I didn't show off, but you could kind of see with the rug is since you are allowed to just like put stuff in the floor, it's possible that you can put items underground. And the X-ray mode lets you delete items that way. So like if like, oh, I put, I don't know, like the rug underground, I could get an X-ray mode and delete it that way. But I haven't done that here. You can still see the rug, thankfully.
Great.
Yeah. So I'm kind of thinking we'll build a little game room up here. And I can show off the Wayfinder's versatile table. So I know, so our players who ordered the deluxe or ultimate edition have already been gifted this in the mail, but no one's like really had the opportunity to see what it is. So I'm very excited to show it off here. This is like a little gaming table, or well, it can be a gaming table.
If you're a huge
I'm gonna
nerd,
scale this to be
like me.
This is my house. Things are scaled to me. Sorry, humans.
As a Norn, I appreciate this. Yes, bigger. Make it bigger.
All right, so we got this table, and if you interact with it, you have a variety of options. So there is the board game option.
Oh man, look at this.
The war planning option. And the navigation option. Or you can just like...
Okay, so it like does stuff. It's not just a table.
I personally really like the board game option. See, we've got dragon there, little minis.
This is pretty sick.
On the table. I love it.
Yeah.
It's just a decoration, but it's pretty sick for a decoration.
Maybe I need to like dress up one of my alts as Whitlock and
move them around the table.
Yeah, it was like, can you just leave your alts on the table?
That's the answer.
Well, I think you've got to make that mini. It's not quite mini yet.
Oh, can you not alter decorations other people
there you
place? Probably should be able to.
Now we got an epic campaign going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We need some chairs too.
Okay, he moved the,
okay,
moved
yeah,
the
let's
side
put down
down.
some chairs. Let's see what's in the coding section.
Okay, so the deal is like this by itself is Minecraft, but the cool part is, you know, Minecraft is more fun with friends, just like anything. So you get people in your homestead, and then you enjoy the experience or not of creating something together. And like, you know, I joined Sea Monster and I just fuck with whatever he's trying to do. And then he kicks me out of his homestead. It'll be great.
Quite something to try and get 250.
This is pretty cool. Oh, challenge accepted, lady.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go.
So let's put some chairs down.
Already got somebody for that. I think he's in chat.
Do you want to?
Oh, you're showing off the big chair? Yeah. Okay. So.
Do you interact with them differently?
That has come up since you can scale chairs, and normally you can sit on chairs. Let me go over here so I can sit on it.
Change the size of your character.
You see that Richie has made this chair really big. You can't sit on all chairs because we want, you know, it needs to make sense if you sit in the chair. And if you scale it too much, the animation will kind of get funky. But you can scale your chairs a little bit. So
I hope the tolerances for what you can sit in are
make it like
not
a little
annoying.
bit smaller. And you could make it like char size.
It's like trying to place a chair and then like scale every chair is going to be a little bit.
You know, all us char and Norn players, we're used to looking a little bit squished. But this is my house, so I got a chair that fits me now.
So good. It's so good. I appreciate being able to sit in bigger chairs. I'm not like in a little kid seat anymore as a Norn.
Yeah, I'm very excited. My char will be comfy.
Love it.
And I guess just one note is, like our guild decorations, our homestead decorations don't save states. So if you like try to move this table or leave the homestead, like all the stuff gets put away. It'll look plain, and you can come back with it and interact to grab your stuff back out of storage.
Giant, baselessly huge Elden Ring chairs.
So it doesn't save the state of the table, or like lights would have to be, or fireplaces would need to be turned back on, those kind of things.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, it keeps everything else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the placement, the size, the rotation, that all stays the same. Yeah, so like you mentioned, you can turn fireplaces on and off. Like we have interactable decorations.
Yeah, that's great. And what about light sources? I know there were some limitations in the guild hall that
good question.
Yeah,
Actually, a good question.
We had a limit of like 27 light sources just like on a map. But some of our engineers did work to make it so now it's just 27 light sources in your view. So if you place a bunch of torches like around, you don't have to worry about like light sources far away being the ones that have been like chosen to be on. They'll just be like the 27 you can see.
What if you have 27 infusions
Gotcha.
on?
And how many total light sources can you have?
It's like 250.
Okay, awesome.
But you can
What if
see
you
if
have
I
250
put like
infusions?
a torch there. I mean, I know I'm just showing off the lights, but like I want a different light. Go to the light source section.
This looks like what it's going to be on launch as well, chat. So this is a good crop of
That's
decorations
basic torch.
that are starting.
Here's the
Like
code
all
and
of these
torch.
decorations will probably
use
be
the
in on
code and
launch.
torch instead.
They have here.
So the new stuff.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see what is in this list that they've scrolled through and what isn't there on
that
launch,
basic torch. I got
and like
fancy new
compare,
torch.
so we can like get hints of like
Nice.
what's coming based on the.
And there's other restrictions about, like the guild hall had like a number of objects in a specific space that's now been expanded.
Oh yeah, so now, or I guess previously in guild halls, there was kind of a restriction on how many decorations you can put in a space. I think it was like 20 or something in like a small area. So it was really easy to hit that if you were decorating with a lot of small things. We've removed that for homesteads.
Thank God, that was so
If
annoying.
you want to put a lot of small decorations in a small area, go ahead. We're less concerned about performance because like it's your homestead. You're not trying to decorate a space that like other people need to come into.
Please change that for guild halls.
Awesome. And then one last thing about guild halls. All these improvements that were worked on here, are those getting ported over?
Yeah, so all of these new decorating skills, you'll be able to use them in the guild hall.
Awesome. So all the new placement features and just making it easier to decorate is being ported over. So that's
Features?
great.
How about light
Sure, people will
sources
be
and
excited about that.
item limit?
And I've been kind of leading you outside because I want to show off the flying mode, which we don't really need in the house, but we go.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to show there's a flying mode, which I've double clicked it. It turns you into a little bee.
Yes.
So this is honestly like also just super useful for
It's already
making
sort of in the guild
jumping
hall.
puzzles, or just you
Good to
you
unlock
need
it
to
with a
decorate
decoration.
and you have a higher point of view. It's really nice.
I would
So,
like a bee with an
I'm gonna
artist's
delete this
hat, please,
grass.
ArenaNet.
Okay, so like
Yeah, you don't have to build like scaffolding or like anything else to build up in the air. And like we mentioned earlier, there's no anchor points for decorations, so you can just fly up in the air as a little bee and decorate to your heart's content.
yeah. And it's also like nice to just get a wider view. So what I'm doing here is I'm making like a big forest. I'm gonna make this tree super big because I want it to be like the heart of my
This is
forest.
a forest! An exclamation mark.
But I can like put some trees around. I'm just doing this super fast. Like I think normally if
This is how trees grow, chat, in a circle.
I can't help it. I'm still trying to make them a little bit different. But you can get like a great view of
She's on the art team.
like this forest that I'm
She's actually
trying
on
to
the
make.
structural engineering team.
I'm helping. I'm putting some
Thank
down.
you. I appreciate it. Maybe I was right to trust you after all. Let's see. This is like, I guess, the kind of entrance that we would be. So if I move this, click on the grass, I'm gonna rotate it because I want to make. If I've gone to the forest, like, I'm gonna have a desire path. I'm sorry, I'm moving this tree. It's not where I want it. But yeah,
No worries.
you can see how quickly you can like change the vibe.
This is already
It's,
better
like, already
designed than
kind of
Alpine
foresty
Borderlands,
just by
chat.
placing
This
a bunch
forest.
of
Yeah,
trees.
It's unbelievable, and that's one of the things I was talking about earlier that I loved is like it's not just you're decorating a house. You get this whole zone that gets to be yours, and I can't wait to see what players do with it because they can make forests. They can, there are ways that Joel was showing us a homestead earlier offline where he built like a castle in the middle of his homestead using just like materials and things like that. So. It's amazing what you can do with this, and I can't wait to see what the players come up with.
I
You guys
know.
are going to be...
Our players are so creative. I'm really excited. Potted fern.
Correct me if you've said this already, Sarah, but when you like modify the scale or the position of a decoration, you don't have to do that every time if you want to place it multiple of the same.
Oh, yeah. So like if I make
actually
this
wondering
tree
about
bigger
that.
because I want this potted tree, and I place it. Like, okay, it's small again, but we have this skill here. Use last scale
Okay, that's
annotation.
really good.
And
I'm
if I
glad
just
they
press
thought of
that
that.
7th skill, boop, it's gone.
So I was wondering if like, okay, you have a family of
the same
char, you don't want to
size. It's
resize
also
all of
useful
your
for rotation.
chairs.
I don't know how many of our viewers saw like one of the PC gamer thing where we showed off like there was like a lighthouse, but it was super useful for making that lighthouse because like all those like wall pieces I had to make the same size,
wall pieces for making an actual
and
building
being able to
nightmare.
use the last scale and rotation made that a lot easier.
Yeah,
That's a great feature.
Yeah, and just one fun thing I'm doing is like all these potted trees because you can just put stuff in the ground. You can like get more tree types that way to have like a forest.
Should also highlight the fact that B mode allows you to zoom in. So if you zoom in all the way, you do enter first person mode. So if you make something amazing and you want to get those cool screenshots, I totally recommend going into B mode for it. That allows you to get a full-on view of exactly what you've created.
Okay, so yeah,
I also am excited to see what players created. I want to see good screenshots of that.
We don't need World versus World or map designers anymore. We have the community.
There wasn't a second ago. It was super good. Tree growers.
I don't know if you can fight in the homestead like you can in guild halls. That'll be interesting.
Come down here.
And I'm making a campfire over here, and I wanted to show that you can put objects inside of each other, including chairs. So
yeah, I see you've put stools in these boulders. So like, I said.
Oh wow!
I thought about it,
Sea Monster. Seat.
It's a way of combining objects to kind of create new objects. It's one object inside of another object, and I've always wanted to sit around the campfire, so I'm excited to actually be able to create my own campfires.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool.
We gotta have our thing of kegs,
I like that there is some benefit for hanging out in the homestead, like you accrue the
Nord me
whatever it's called.
approves.
I also like when everyone's building together, you just see a bunch of bees busying building. Busy building bees.
That's cute.
Buzzing around.
Yeah, it's all the buzz, you guys.
There's so many bee puns during development.
Oh, behave.
Oh man, was it always a bee?
It wasn't always a bee. We had some like placeholder stuff in before when we were like, oh yeah, we need to fly mode. But I think around that time we were playtesting like this event. I think in the first map that had like this bee model, and someone had the idea like, oh, we should use that bee for fly mode. So yeah, there was like a lot of positive sentiment around that. We all really liked the cute little bee. I guess you could say like it was generating a lot of positive buzz.
That's terrible, but I love it, and
say that.
That was the right decision, by the way. Just in case you needed.
They should sell
the team
skins for
validation. That was correct.
B dog.
B was correct.
B Wiz Khalifa.
Oh man, so we're making a little party area. It looks like here. I've got some balloons set up.
Nice. I'm making some like picnic tables.
I guess we need some food.
Oh yeah, show off some of the new fancy food decoration.
It's like we need some better lighting for this food. This doesn't look very appetizing.
This is a.
It's like Monster Hunter quality. We talking?
So I'm going to use the modify to just modify this and place it back really quickly.
Okay, you can modify other things that people place down.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Could use the jade bot skins for us, true.
Decoration to that same decoration, which is a fun trick. So like I have this, but like if I wanted to go to do the table again, I could place the table, and now I have like the table and access to
She's
that
doing
last
all of
slice
this
of
so
decoration.
fast. Could you tell she worked like on this for probably like
but
years?
I was looking at the cool new food, and what is this? If I place this down, you can see my recently placed. It's the new Coden Feast. So we have a lot of cool new Coden decorations for the new expansion. Yeah. Someone's bear is devouring the food.
That's unbearable.
Oh. That was a grisly pun.
Oh.
No. Don't start this game with me. Oh man, should we
what they do instead
should
of
we grab some friends to like join over here? Let's show off what we can do with the
this is actually pretty sick.
This last fake the last fake bench, just a smaller table.
She's so fast at this.
So let's see. We saw where the heavy armor alts were when we went into the homestead.
Orkla's got 3 jumps in
They're
PvE.
right here. So if you go and interact with them,
I think it's faster too.
and say like follow me.
Yeah, you can like place your alts.
I
They
can grab,
default to
all
something
my
that was in that
friends,
article.
my
They default to a
NPC
specific
friends, my
space that's like
alts.
heavy, medium, or light, but you can then take them and say like follow
And say,
them
hey,
and
we're
like,
gonna have a party.
put them somewhere and they'll stay there.
Party over
And
here.
I'm taking them with me to the party.
Take them into world versus world.
Wow, look at them all. There's this whole war band of charge I just see coming over here ready to eat.
Yeah, and shout out to all my coworkers for the names. I got lots of good suggestions for various cat puns.
Charlemagne, I like it.
Yeah.
Berserker.
And then let's see, over here in this little like cave area is where got light armor. Yeah. Grab all of these.
I like this little nook up here.
Yeah, it's a really nice place to
Big
decorate.
light if you jump.
Yeah,
They
and they
just
should, you know,
teleport
all
to
your
the
alts
card.
should be equipped with whatever you currently have them equipped with when you log out with them in the homestead. So, all their skins, dyes, and infusions should show up.
Oh, you can finally live the dream,
Amazing.
chat.
Yeah.
Just
I think
being
they won't
surrounded
have their
by
back
naked
pieces,
women,
because this is
men,
like the
or
same,
rat
the same way we
creatures.
create the character select models is
live that
how
dream,
we're
chat.
doing
Okay.
this. Oh, it's turning dark because it's nighttime now.
Yeah, can you adjust the time of day?
Okay, well.
Probably not,
well,
right? 'Cause it's
Let
in
me
world.
really quickly show off where the medium alts go. And then I can show off like how you can change the time of day. So this over here, there's like
That's
some
interesting. I
portals
wonder
over
if they
here.
keep the infusions.
This is where your medium characters hang out. But let me go show off the time of day changer.
Also add value to Chalk XX, that's for sure. Gotta get 8 for every one of your
Right,
alts, chat.
so if you talk to
Here's a time of day changer.
Def
Holy
Lahar
crap.
here, there's an option to set the time of day. So I can set it to,
So it organically
back
changes,
to
but you can
daytime.
reset it.
and he'll change the time of day for
You should have
us.
an animation where, like, you know,
Nice.
pulls the
Yeah.
sun.
And I just wanted to quickly show that like one of the options that I like, it got very dark for me in the homestead. But like if you turn off this light adaptation, the light adaptation is a option that like simulates the way your eyes like adjust to light, but if you turn that off, it actually gets like way darker. I know that some people were excited about like how dark it could get into Homestead, so I wanted to make sure that our players were aware of that setting.
Scared.
But I'm
Great call out.
Chat.
And change it back to day though, because it's easier for me to see.
Yeah. Actually, can you change it to night real fast and just show the skybox a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Because it's
Yeah, it's so gorgeous.
it's amazing. Sorry for making you go back there.
No, totally worth showing off. The environment team just did such a good job on the environments on this expansion, and particularly the skyboxes. Like, it just looks so good.
You can
Does.
see over
Got-
there the
I am
Aurora
so excited to
Borealis.
play in an area that isn't like just
But maybe
frosted
if I
over
go-
or
if I go
death
into
or
B mode,
demon grayland
the
again, chat.
first-person
I
view of it.
can't tell you. If they're even like 1/10 as cool as Grothmar Valley was, which I know is supposed to be just this giant
Beautiful.
party, I'm gonna be
something
happy.
else that Def Lahar can do for you is
Not just the like the homesteads,
you
the
can
actual
change your
maps.
movement options, and this is where you can like enable fall damage and disable mounts and gliding. So you know.
How about we have an
mentioned it
option to
before, but if you're
enable
making a
mounts and
jumping
gliding
puzzle,
for Old Lion's Arch?
these are the settings for you, but we have by default disabled fall damage because something that happened quite a bit in development is to be like, oh, I'm a bee. Oh
Log out.
no. Except
I was won-
with
I
fall
was
damage,
wondering
you
if
go
that was going to
slap.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's off. Oh, I can't see. It's so hard to see right now for me. All right.
The thoughtfulness that your team put into like all these little tiny like quality of life features, it's just seriously impressive. Like I know you folks have been working on this for a long time and it's like second nature to you, but like coming in and just preparing to do this live stream, I was struck over and over again about how many little quality of life things you guys were able to sneak in here, and it's seriously impressive, and the players are going to be really happy about it.
Yeah, the nighttime
like
raid
there's
parties
several
with
people on
lanterns
our
and
team.
stuff.
Like we're all
good point,
excited for homesteads, and
lighting,
each of us
light
being like,
sources.
these are things I'm excited
Although
about,
effect
right?
during
Like
nighttime.
everyone has like something that they want, they're excited for. So like we all we have all of those like points of views working together to make it better the best we can.
That's awesome. That's what I want
really
from the Guild
shows.
Wars 2 development
We
team.
got like already a char.
Yeah, talk about we just placed a whole bunch of your alts here. They'll go back to their default places if we leave, correct?
Yeah.
Just to set expectations.
Yeah, these are just like, these are temporary placements. They'll stay here while you're in the homestead, but once you like log out or go to a different map, they'll go back to their hangout spots.
No! I thought they would stay where you placed them.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
God
they want to go
damn
back
it.
to where the locations where they live at. They won't always be in the same exact spot because they do have lives. They are commanders, so they do have things to do, as it turns out.
Yeah. They're all
That sucks.
commanders.
I was
love
actually
that.
really
That's
looking
true.
forward to leaving my alts
Commander
different
/
places and
Wayfinder.
having them like
Yeah. Anything else that you'd like
I
to
hope they
share
change that.
with the community about homesteads?
I mean, I think we've shown off like
Bro,
all
just
the
let her
features.
decorate for like 20 more minutes. I
I'm
wanna see what
really
she
excited
makes.
to see like when players finally get it, because I love seeing what players do.
Yeah, they're going to surprise us. I'm sure.
Be like
Did you
foam on
want to
top of the
show? I did just want to show a couple things real quick.
Yeah, go
The
for it.
teleporters.
That's
So
good.
if we could go over to where the teleporters are in the portals, just to show that there are ways to get out of here besides leaving the instance. So if you need to go some other location, we have teleporters for that.
Okay.
And then also, I just wanted to kind of fly up to the top of the map and to some of the edges of the map to show you how big this map is, to kind of
he
give you
did-
an idea of
he
how
did
much
the thing.
decoration space you really have.
He did the
Beautiful, let's do it.
jackal or
So I think if you have,
orcla air
I've
jump.
gone through the wizard tower portal.
But does
You
it
will
put
be
you in the
returned to Queensdale.
does it put you in the
No, I
correct
think
place?
I have
Wizard's
the
Tower is real
expansion on
question.
this account, so it should put me in the wizard's tower. But yeah,
You got excited about that portal.
yeah, but you, Joel and Richie, you guys will be kicked back to Queensdale because
Yeah.
That's where we were last at.
yeah. So let
Yeah,
me-
but that's okay.
Let me travel back. So I guess this is a good time to point out that if you leave your homestead, other members of your party will get kicked out. And also, you can just
didn't move all
join
the
anyone's
people back.
in your party in their homestead from like this menu.
That's good.
So I don't have it because this is my homestead, but Joel and Richie, if they
Yeah,
right
like,
click
put
on
them
this, they'll
over
have a join
there,
in homestead
if
option.
they
Yeah,
were,
and you
like,
see they're just able
around the front.
to pop right back in.
Yeah, there's actually an icon that shows up in that left-hand corner that says when they're in their homestead, so you'll get a little on-screen notification that, oh, they're in their home, and then you can click on them and join in
wish you could
homestead.
leave
If you're
your
like,
alts
oh, I
in
want to see what
specific
they're up to, or
places.
what they've decorated, or what they've done with the place.
Yeah, you don't need to go through the magic door if they're in your party and they're in their homestead already.
Yeah, so that was the Wizard's Tower portal, but whoops, I accidentally used. And this portal takes you to Lion's Arch.
Never would have guessed.
Awesome.
And then
And then,
we could do V mode or fly. Like I just want to show exactly
is-
how high up this
oh,
thing
it's a
goes
lot.
and how far over. There are some questions I saw in chat about how big is this area and then how far can you decorate. So once you've completed the mastery line, you can decorate this whole area all the way up to the top,
Out to
all the way to the
little
bottom of the ocean. So
barrier?
feel free to decorate where you want. I'm excited to see exactly how much
You
stuff
go beyond
people
the little- nope, you can go beyond
change
the
and
barrier,
how
alright.
creative people are with
I'm
all the
excited
tools
to
that
see
they're
the
given.
next 4
Put
homesteads
stuff
they
like
release.
way out there.
'Cause this can't be it. There's no way this is it. Like, this is pretty cool and pretty generic, but like, there's no
Yeah,
way this could.
so
this
I
is
guess something we should mention is like you unlock various parts to decorate as part of the mastery line.
it.
So
Fourth line arenanet.
when you start out in your homestead, there'll be like a couple of rooms
Pretty
and
big.
they're
It's
locked
not
to you
guild
until
hall
you
huge.
get the homestead mastery trait for it. I think.
they're
I
only
don't have
giving
it
us this
marked in
one.
this account because I have all the homesteads, but I believe
2 maps,
this
homestead
door
and hub.
is
I
locked
think.
for you?
Could be wrong.
and then
Yeah, it'll be the upstairs room and the downstairs side room.
yeah, and then this room will be locked.
But as you progress your masteries, you'll get access to do more and more in your homestead.
Find secret bodies hidden in those rooms.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the party. Oh, we left the the party. So let me grab.
Their alts are gone.
The alts are like, we're done partying.
All the cool people left.
There really should be an
You
option
are the
for
cool
making
people.
your
That's true.
alts.
All right. So that is Homestead. Is there anything else before we wrap up?
I don't think so. I'm just so excited to finally get like information out about this. I get to talk about it now.
Yeah. We just had a blog post earlier this week go up on our website that it is like a Q&A that answers more questions. If you guys want to find out more information about homesteads, head over to guildwars2.com and look up that blog. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you guys had fun. Joel, Sarah.
Yeah.
I hope you
guys
fixed your
have a blast.
microphone.
We made a party.
This is
we
good,
had
though.
ale.
I've made a giant beer over here with like balloons to be the
Good.
foam.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
good.
love that, the fact that you can put decorations inside of other decorations to create like effects like that. That's awesome.
It is. Actually,
Yeah, it's a blast. I'm really excited to see what everyone creates with all the tools available, and it's really exciting to finally be able to talk about it. And I'm excited to see again exactly how the player uses these tools and uses some of the things available to them. Will help us decide on what we expand on in the future releases also. So we're excited to see what you play with.
Great. Yeah. Please share your homesteads, your videos, your GIFs, your pictures on social media. Share them with our Twitter and different social accounts. We'll be sure to keep our eye out and retweet them. Thank you to Joel and Sarah and your entire Homestead team for all the work on this, and thanks for joining me today on this live stream. It was a pleasure. I also want to thank some folks behind the scenes that helped make this live stream possible. Summer and Stefan and Todd, thank you so much for that. And just in general, a couple of folks on our marketing team that help keep the players informed. Ruby and Jen on the forums and social media, David through our newsletter, and Joey's been helping with the blogs. Thank you guys so much for all your work. And please stay tuned. We have a lot of blogs and social posts coming out in the next couple of weeks as we ramp up to the August 20th launch of Janthier Wilds. It's just a couple weeks away, but keep tuned to our website and all of our social channels for more information. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, be safe, have fun, and game on. Take care.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks. Bye.
Hey, that was sick. Cool stuff, chat. What do you guys think? I'm pretty excited. This is definitely a thing that's happening in Guild Wars 2. So if you missed it, the raw will be in the description. Don't worry about it. So you can go check it out without me babbling over it. But this looks pretty awesome as far as homesteads go. Like, I am very psyched to try this out myself. I guess we'll get more information on Janthier Wilds, maybe some spear updates coming in the coming weeks. And yeah, we can talk about it. It'll be cool. If you missed it, I'm Pseudo. Go check out the one functional Bladesworn video I managed to come up with for this year. It'll be either on screen or in the description as well. That was on Monday. And I'll be back Monday, Wednesday, and sometimes Friday at 9. It'll be sick. But yeah, thanks for joining, and cheers. I'll see you guys in Tyria. Janthier Wilds, 18 days. Let's go.